2 straight days of 1,000-degree temperatures. I was living in New Jersey, and I swore I would never live in such an infernal place. And then one day, I got an offer I couldn't refuse. In the summer of 1982, I moved to Dallas, Texas. Madam Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Some words are more dangerous than others. The word no can get you fired. The word yes can get you pregnant. The word never will get you pregnant and turn your life upside down. Take it from one who knows, never say never. When I was 10, my mother decided that I needed to learn the facts of life. Well, it took a while, but the light bulb eventually came on, and I made my first mistake. Mom, girls are icky. I'm never getting married, and I'm never having sex. Well, sometime during the middle of high school, I realized that the girls weren't icky anymore. Some were vivacious, and some were curvaceous, and the rest were voluptuous. Before I knew it, I had a strong desire to have sex. Now, researchers estimate that the average teenage male thinks about sex once every 20 minutes. Are you serious? I was just an average guy, and I was thinking about sex 20 times a minute. And I have to admit that all that fantasizing just made me crazy. My mind would go round and round like a dog chasing its tail, all because of a careless remark I made when I was 10 years old. Ladies and gentlemen, innocence is no excuse. Never say never. It doesn't matter how smart you are. Never say never. Back in 1988, my wife Diane and I got a phone call. It was my brother. His wife was expecting their second child. We'd been married for about 4 years. And yet, we thought for the first time, what would it be like to have a little gargoyle running around the house? And I was older and wiser. I knew my limitations. Diane, I could never be a dad. I'm too irresponsible. About a year later, Diane's not feeling too well. It was Christmas. I take her to the emergency room, drop her off. She comes back 15 minutes later. Don't start the car. Pregnant. Pregnant? How'd that happen? And then I remember, I could never be a dad. I'm too irresponsible. Well, luckily our son Nathan was happy. He was healthy. But for the first few weeks, he didn't know who I was. He just stared at me with this blank stare. And I was getting a complex. And then one day I'm staring at him in the playpen. He gives me this great big smile. I knew he's gassed. It didn't matter, because at that moment I knew there wasn't anything that I wouldn't do for my son. And I remember thinking, oh, he's such an angel. He would never do anything to his dad. Well, 10 years later, we're on vacation in Orlando. And Nathan and I go to the Wonderworks Museum. So we get up on the second floor, and all of a sudden he jabs me in the ribs and he points across the way. Build your own roller coaster ride. My instincts tell me that nothing good will come of it. But then I remember, there isn't anything that you would do for your son. So we get in line. So we're in line for an hour, and all of a sudden we come to a little keyboard. We built your own roller coaster ride. So Ethan's programmed into the ride. Puts in all these maneuvers, corkscrews, barrel rolls, sea serpents, thousands of them. And then it asks him some questions. Angle of descent, 99999. Velocity, 99999, 99999. Total G-force, 9999998, 9999999. I know it's trouble, but it's too late. Now the ride is shaped like a giant speed control capsule. There's 2 seats. So we hop in. They lower the harness around us. They lower the top half of the capsule. They click this padlock into place, and away we go. Now this thing is like a washing machine tied to a jet engine flying around a particle accelerator. We're going a zillion miles an hour. We're going round and round and round like this. And then we're going round and round and round like this. And then all of a sudden, we're upside down. And then we start spinning faster than ever. Now Ethan is screaming, more, more! He's having a blast, but not me. My eyes are closed, my teeth are clenched, I'm trying not to hurl. For the first time in 30 years, I wasn't thinking about sex. I was thinking about tomorrow's headlines. Moron dies in indoor roller coaster, wins Darwin Award. Apparently, I was only the second biggest moron in the universe that year because the capsule started to slow down. It righted itself and came to a stop. They unlocked the padlock, they lifted up the capsule, they lifted up the harness, and then we stepped out. And when I stepped out, the room started spinning in the opposite direction. I took about 3 steps, went a reverse swan dive, and laid down flat on my back, out cold. And when I opened my eyes, there was Ethan, my little angel, the guy that would never do anything to his dad, jumping up and down, screaming at the top of his lungs, "My dad's a loser! My dad's a loser! Man, Mike! My dad's a loser!" Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter who you are. Trouble is only one word away. Take it from one who knows. Never, 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 ever say no.